Welcome to The Key. This is retired Deputy Inspector Paul McCormack. Since we announced our Sergeant's course, which begins on May 2nd, for the February 2027 Sergeant's test, we've been inundated with questions from students about who's teaching at what location, and at our 10 classes, 7 locations. Here's a quick overview. The Saturday class in Deer Park is being taught by retired Captain George Misfit. That's at St. Cyril Methodius in Deer Park. George was number 3 in the Sergeant's test. He's the only guy out there that has actually written a promotional exam. He wrote the Captain's test. And he's just, everybody knows George. He's larger than life, an incredible instructor. The Sunday classes, Staten Island at New Dorp, are being taught by retired 2-star Chief Frank Vega and retired 3-star Chief Kevin Ward. Both those guys, top of their lists. Kevin was number 3 in his lieutenant's test. And Kevin was also Chief of Staff to Bill Bratton. 2 amazing guys, great test takers, great instructors. The Sunday class in Rockland at West Nyack is being taught by retired Lieutenant Ralph Salento. Ralph, again, larger than life figure, tremendous instructor, top of both of his promotional exams, and is an instructor at John Jay College, was the commanding officer of the Detective Bureau Training Unit, and teaches police departments nationwide. Incredible instructor. On Monday morning and evening at St. Mary's in Elmont is George. Tuesday morning and evening at Holy Rosary in the Bronx is Ralph. And subbing in for Ralph when he can't teach is going to be retired Captain John Monaghan. John was the commanding officer of MODS, which wrote the patrol guide. And John and Kevin are both Harvard grads as well, but John's an incredible test taker and knows the patrol guide inside and out. The Wednesday class is being taught in Brooklyn by retired Inspector Anthony Russo. Now let me tell you about this guy. This guy is the most outrageous test taker in the history of the NYPD. Number 5 on his Sergeant's test, but number 1 on his Lieutenant and number 1 on his Captain's test. Absolutely insane, outrageous. I've never heard of anything like it. And for me, I'd be going to a guy like that to figure out what techniques he used to get to that level. The Thursday class in Manhattan, Murray Bertram, is being taught by Chief Vega and Chief Ward. As I said, anybody who's a season ticket holder, you can avail of as many classes during the week as you want. You can go to 1 class or 10 classes if you're that sick in the head. You can also have videos from George and Ralph online for every class. So if you've got any questions, fire me off an email to admin@nypdthekey.com, or you can go onto the website as well for information, nypdthekey.com. Stay safe out there, and remember, preparation is the key.